Rita, and the old bill's gone now. When all that happened, it seems so vivid. It's just nice to know that day we ever thought we'd be talking about this stuff. So if we could just take a moment of silence for that. Thank you, guys. All right, Cetus, do we have any changes or additions to the agenda?
First, I want to note that Planning Commission member Murphy isn't here for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, roll call. Sorry, Tim Murphy absent.
Yeah, we had some questions on the previous meeting minutes of motions that were made that should be changed in the minutes to reflect that update now.
All right.
No changes to the agenda.
Okay. So now we'll go to for approval of the agenda. We do have 4 consent agenda items. We'll review them and vote on them as one single vote, and then we have 3 regular agenda. Any notes by the Planning Commission for a motion?
I make a motion to approve the consent item.
Motion to approve. We have a second.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the agenda items. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next, we move on to the approval of the prior minutes dated August 14th. There is a correction, as Cetus was saying. I think item number 9. And so we'll approve the motion on that. Any other discussion or any changes, comments, or changes to the minutes? If not, we have a motion.
Make a motion to approve the prior minutes.
Okay, motion to approve. We got a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, I guess we'll try to do the public comment first. We talked about individual review of agenda items, but we'll go ahead and do the public comment. Public comment's the time anybody can come up and speak before the Planning Commission on anything relative like planning items. Just ask you to speak 3 minutes. So if anybody has any comments they want to make. All right. So next we'll get into the consent agenda items. For the new members, the way this works, we'll discuss each item, and then at the end we'll make a motion to approve all 4 at once. Item 1, Steve.
All right, Fields at Oakwood. This is just a 1-year bond extension to the facilities, the public facilities. The way that works is with and Ms. Alderman Silver and Ms. Collado, but when these developments are approved, they get an estimate of how much the asphalt is for the street. They get the sidewalk estimates. This is all before the city accepts them, and then it's a surety in case they go belly up. The city can pull the bond. And to that, we added a 15% increase. It was 6%, but because of inflation, we added it that every year when it comes to expiration, if they aren't requesting to reduce, that it increases to 15%. So going forward, as you come to the Planning Commission, you'll see, like on consent, it's usually just bonds that we add in consent because it's the staff sort of signed off on it, have signed off on it, and we've looked at everything. And then other cases you'll see on these next few items will be reductions that staff has gone out and checked everything and protecting the city basically. So this process is required by subreg, and so that's why we go through this process.
So it looks like item 1, Fields Oakwood Phase 2 is a 1-year extension with the 15% inflation. Item 2 is Sunone Phase 3. It's a 1-year extension. Also, per the staff notes, includes a 15% increase. And the bond amounts are listed in front of us there. Item number 3 and 4, these are Concord Springs Phase 2B and 3 for the request and bond reduction. You'll explain this a little bit what they're doing.
So these bond reductions are required to, once they've completed and are ready to get a reduction, they're required to go into what's called maintenance period. They have to hold a 25% value to that before the city will accept it. So this will be a year, making sure everything's up to standard. And these phases are relatively small. I mean, it's a certain portion of section of sidewalk, maybe 2 or 3 street lights, and a portion of roadway. So it could be stormwater facilities like a detention pond or a pump station or something like that. So after a year, if the city, we sign off on it, then that will come before you for acceptance, which you'll see at a later item on an agenda. But we've gone through and inspected those.
Haven't we had issues on this one, with the street lights, Concord Springs?
I think it was the, solar lights.
Right.
We've had issues with the solar lights. I'm not sure it was in this phase or
Okay.
not, but I think they've corrected they have corrected everything, because Isaiah wouldn't sign off on it.
Okay.
Had they not, but he explicitly signed off on it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring it to you guys if they hadn't
No,
signed off on it.
that's
So
fine.
it was sort of good partnership.
Yep.
All right, so we got discussion on the 4 items, or any planning commission discussion on these items before we get to the motion. All right, we have a motion.
Motion to approve.
We got a motion to approve. We have a second.
Second.
A motion to second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so that's items 1 through 4. Item number 5, Gregory Pierce requests to subdivide 1 lot into 4 lots. The property is currently 1.95 acres. It's located on Hillwood Drive and is zone R20 low density residential. All right, Steve.
All right, so this came to us, it would have been on the August agenda. There were some questions, and we thought it would be fair to, for the city to do our homework before presenting to you any potential things that we may have missed. So if you look at this, it's a T-shape, it's showing a T-shape. And one of the things that Jason, our engineer, brought to me, at the time that they presented the surveyor, it wasn't including that T-shape. Well, what happened, if you look at Tennessee Property View now, they did a quick claim deed to the neighbors, the Gant family, so they quit claimed that. So now this, if you look at the map, it even shows it. So they actually own this piece of property behind that T, just to enlarge their lot. So the only thing that was going on that lot, lot 4, was increasing that neighbor's lot. Well, the county has now put that on it's showing they've accepted that. However, our process is states, and even by state law, it has to come through the city before that's done. So even though they did a quick claim deed, we still have to do this formal process to approve this 4-lot subdivision. And I'll go back and say, staff level, I can approve a 2-lot subdivision, but because this was 3 lots, 4 lots, I brought it to the planning commission. So lots 1 and 2 and 3, lot 3, the property owner will retain that lot. Lots 1, it will come off of Hillwood, and Kennedy, and lot 2 will come off Hillwood. So there's a local developer that will be building those 2 houses. Lot 1, there could be potential stormwater issues, which we've noted that they'll have to adhere to all stormwater issues. They're all over 20,000 square foot lots, which adhere to so everything adheres to our sub-reg and our zoning ordinance.
All right.
What is this on the front side of lot 1?
That is a gravity sewer line going through that lot.
Okay.
So it's an easement, PDE,
Okay.
in that front side. So it's not buildable right there.
And these lots 1 and 2, those are sort of in line with the rest of the lot sizes in that subdivision, right? It's not.
We had some questions on that because I know there was something that went on, and I talked with Mr. Leftwich and several other residents, and I thought because this is an older area of town, there may be some restrictions, deed restrictions, like, they would be required to stay at 1 acre, but we didn't find anything. And then our city attorney, Ms. Valerie, her office went through to make sure, because if you look at the records, you'll see it's showing that it's already been split into 3 lots. Well, we looked, and that had never been recorded, and they did a title search all the way back to the 60s, and found that it had not, in fact, been split into 3 lots, even though it's recorded in the legal description showing it. So we did our homework just to make sure we weren't missing anything.
What's with the 50-foot setback along the north side there? Is that for the stormwater?
I think that's the stormwater.
Because you do have I had someone call me about it, and that's what they were concerned about, drainage on that north side up there. So it looks like y'all reduced where the building area can be on lot 1 for that reason, it looks like.
Yeah, we've had a couple platted lots. Right now, if you go out into Indian Ridge at Aztec, there's a really low lot, and that footprint of that house, it has to meet the building setbacks and meet everything stormwater related. Same thing on Tyree Springs, just right before you get to the Greenway Bridge. If you're going south, on this side there's a triangle lot, very small. It's a small lot, but it's a platted lot, and they can build on it, but it has to meet the setback. So it may be a smaller house than they intend on building, but they have to meet setbacks and stormwater requirements.
Is the goal for lot one driveway to come in on Kennedy, or
Yes.
would come in through Hillwood?
Kennedy. Well, can't see. Kennedy, yeah, Kennedy.
It's kind of a low area there,
Yes.
where lot one is, that would be the,
It is low.
about side distance coming over the hill from Hamlet there. All right, we have any other questions? It sounds like these meet the R20 requirements. There are some special setback requirements on lot one, I guess 2, 3, and 4, but those are existing lots, just made them, reshape them basically. But lot one, to facilitate the concern about stormwater in the bottom down there. Any other comments or questions from the commission?
I guess I'm just looking at lot one, that before they're issued a permit, you all have to make sure that they, number one, meet the setbacks, and that the stormwater is
Stormwater
requirements. Sometimes people go out and choose a floor plan that doesn't always meet the plan of the law.
We've had that come before BZA, and they
So I
choose a
can
lot.
see that could be a possibility there, so I know you all will take care of it.
It appears there's no actual floodplain, it's just a low, where water comes through there, but I guess.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a
It
flood
is a
zone,
low
correct.
line, it does drop off from Hillwood, and then from Kennedy, there is a nip there.
Yeah, and this is an area of concern that we do keep our eye on, because I know there's some existing, areas that are prone to flood during heavy water. But I think I'm confident our stormwater team, they do a good job.
I would just have y'all, I know we've had an issue with site distance there in this area, that lot one might have to come from lot two, just depends on if they can meet the site distance for that driveway,
To maybe a 50-foot easement.
or just a small easement, just for the driveway itself, because I have legal road frontage there on Kennedy, it's just, that's in a bottom area.
And it kind of comes around that curve there too, there's kind of a that's kind of a blind spot coming in either direction.
It'd just be something that, if they can't meet it on lot one, they could possibly come in on lot two, so. All right, any other questions or comments about this? All right, we have a motion. We have the ability to either approve it, if we have basis to deny it, and if there's any deferral, it would just need to be stated what you all want to see come back as a deferral, because we will have to take action next month, one way or the other, by state law. So. Is there any questions about this, or is the applicant here?
Yes.
And
If they
are
want-
one and two gonna be owned by the same?
You want to come up and
I
see?
know if they got the same builder, but the same,
You want to speak to?
I didn't hear the question, I'm sorry.
so lots one and two, you said the same builder's building on them, but they're not gonna be owned by the same people. So if you need an easement across two, because you don't wanna come off Kennedy,
Well, the builder will own the two lots.
okay.
Could you get Mr. Arts to show an access easement because of the concerns on Kennedy? Could you show an access easement off of Hillwood? I think that's what one of the things they were asking.
I mean, I could ask Mr. Arts.
Okay.
I
mean, is that
own
what
the
you guys-
owning the property, I've used the access off Kennedy all the time. It's not a real, it's actually at the top end. There's an access onto lot one, right behind the first house. It's on the corner of Hillwood and Kennedy. And I use that all the time. I have trees falling down back there. Crews come in, large trucks. There isn't an issue coming into that parcel off of Kennedy.
Any other discussion for make a motion of some type?
I think I'll make a motion to approve it, I don't see it being out of line with anything that we've got.
Motion to approve, we have a second.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item 5 is approved. I would say on the easement, you all look at it, and if you feel like the driveway is an issue, then, but if they feel like they could get it and meet the site distance requirement.
Okay, but yeah, and that easement will come back to us, before we sign it, and White House Utility District has to sign off on it as well, so.
Item number 6, Cardinal Point Development, I request final plat approval. This is understanding to dedicate right-of-way for the extension of Magnum Way. So you just got any other comments?
Yeah, this is, the site plan's been approved, they're under construction, they're ready to record this plat to dedicate that right away. This is kind of, it's self-explanatory, but, this is you explaining.
All right, we have any questions or comments about the right-of-way dedication for it? It looks like there's also one along the south side, a portion of it.
Portion, yeah, I think it was 20.
You have like 2 feet on the south side, then you got your full 50-foot right-of-way.
Yeah.
We have a motion?
Make a motion to approve item 6.
Second?
Second.
We got a motion to take approval. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved. Item number 7, this is a request or recommendation to the Board Mayor and Alderman to accept Concord Springs Phase 1.
So this is, as I was explaining, once they get from under their maintenance period, then the city will sign up on, acceptance, and Public Services has, looked at everything in this particular phase, and recommended that we seek your approval to take to Board of Mayor and Alderman.
All right. Any discussion on this? All right, have a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Have a second?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Martha, is any questions?
I will say something, I can't leave without saying it. Curious life, and I was gonna leave, but anyway. I just wanna say that, give a special thanks to the planning and zoning office. And, mayor and, city manager, I think they need a raise after working with me all these years. Cause some of my questions, I know, I won't say they weren't always welcome, but they just always say, yes, Miss Martha, Miss Hobbs would always say, yes, Miss Martha, so you tell them kindness out there. Maybe it's just easier to agree with me than to argue with you, but I do appreciate you all over the last 8 years and 10 months, been so good to work with. And to the President's Planning Commission, former Pleasant Commission, city elected officials, and other staff, I've enjoyed being on the Planning Commission, and as I was saying a little earlier, this month marks me 47 years been working with land use, so I don't know that I'm any better than it was 47 years ago, but in September, 47 years ago, I started working. But if I can leave with one final comment, I do not think, Mayor, there is one committee any more important than this one. Because what White House is today, and will become tomorrow, starts right here. Because we sit before the mayor and alderman, and I cannot emphasize enough how important zoning and land use plans are. When I worked for the county, I witnessed the places that did not have it, and we don't want to live there. So, good luck, and I know you all will do a good job, even without me.
And I'll just say for the record, and I know Adam could feel safe too, we enjoy your questions. It keeps us on our toes. There's never been a time where we had disagreement. I take it to heart, and it helps me. So I encourage everybody on the planning commission to call me if you have any trouble, any issues, and I know y'all will.
What you asked for.
Hey, come on.
We
I
do-
rather, I love it.
We do welcome our new members and hope it's beneficial for them also. So any other comments or anything before we adjourn? All right, we adjourn. Thank you.
Answers first.